Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to walk through the process of dismantling a Keurig coffee maker, which can be incredibly useful whether you're looking to troubleshoot a problem, recycle components responsibly, or simply curious about what makes your favorite coffee machine tick. Before we begin, safety is paramount. Always start by unplugging your Keurig completely from the wall outlet, and make sure to empty the water reservoir thoroughly, leaving no residual water inside. For this task, you'll typically need a few basic tools. A Phillips head screwdriver is essential, a flathead screwdriver might be handy for prying, and a small, non-marring pry tool or spudger will be very useful for separating plastic casing parts without causing damage. Now, let's get started with the disassembly process. 1. Remove external accessories. First, begin by removing all easily detachable external parts. This includes the water reservoir, which usually just lifts straight up, and the drip tray along with its cover, which slides out from the front. Setting these aside gives you clear access to the main unit. 2. Locate and remove hidden screws. Next, you need to find and remove the screws holding the main casing together. Many Keurig models cleverly hide these screws, often underneath the rubber feet on the bottom of the machine. Carefully peel off these rubber feet to expose the screw heads. You might also find screws concealed under product labels or stickers on the sides or back, so inspect thoroughly. Use your Phillips head screwdriver to remove all these visible and hidden screws, placing them in a small container so you don't lose them. 3. Gently pry open the outer casing. With all external screws removed, it's time to separate the outer plastic casing. Start by inserting your pry tool into a seam, typically along the back or sides, and gently work your way around. The plastic parts are often held together not only by screws but also by plastic clips. Listen for small snapping sounds as these clips release, but be gentle to avoid breaking them. The casing might come apart in two halves, or a top section might lift off first, depending on your specific Keurig model. For the disconnect top section and control panel wires. Once the main casing is partially open, you'll likely gain access to the top lid assembly and control panel wiring. There might be additional screws holding the top section or the brewer head in place. Carefully remove these. You will also encounter wires connecting the control panel buttons and display to the main circuit board. Before disconnecting any wires, it's a good practice to take a photograph with your phone. This visual reference will be invaluable if you ever decide to reassemble the machine. Gently pull on the connectors, not the wires themselves, to detach them. 5. Access and disconnect internal hoses and wiring. Deeper inside, you'll see a network of hoses and wires, along with the main internal components. The hoses carry water to and from the pump and heating element, while the wires supply power and signals. Carefully trace these hoses and wires to understand their connections. Many hoses are simply friction fit onto plastic barbs, while others might have small clamps. Use caution when disconnecting, as residual water might still be present in some lines. 6. Remove main internal components, pump, heater, board. Finally, you can proceed to remove the larger internal components. The water pump is usually a small, cylindrical or rectangular unit, often secured by one or two screws. Once unscrewed, you can detach its hoses. The heating element is typically a metal block or tube, also secured by screws, with wires leading to it. Remember, these can get very hot during operation, so handle with care if the machine was recently used. The main circuit board, which controls all functions, will be visible with many wires connected to it. It's usually mounted with small screws or plastic standoffs. Systematically remove each component, keeping track of its screws and connections. Thank you so much for joining me today for this detailed look inside a Keurig coffee maker. I hope this guide helps you with your project, whatever it may be. Remember to always prioritize safety and take your time with each step. If you found this video helpful or informative, please consider supporting the channel by liking this video, leaving a comment, or subscribing. Your support truly makes a difference and helps us create more content like this in the future.